it's definitely something that I've had to learn first, I would say it's don't try to replicate someone else.
Yeah. So
you know, because I mean, it helps you to grow in the as you begin in this journey. That mirroring other people, other worship leaders, and it's like, oh, well, I really like how she does this, or I really how he ushers people in this way, and like I have a bunch of worship leaders that I've looked up to for years, and I've taken things here and there from the things that I admire and I appreciate about their ministry, but ultimately God is going to use us uniquely and and personally, and so we shouldn't really be trying to fit in anybody's mold, and trying to be like anyone else. I think that's something that I'm still developing and trying to come into my own and really trying to be who God is calling me to be for this generation, for this season, for this time. And so I've learned that because I would get frustrated. Because I'm like, God, but why can't I do that? Well, why can't people, feel this? What I, do that? And I would get frustrated trying to imitate and trying to replicate what someone else, how God was using someone else. And so I've I'm stepping into just acknowledging who He is in my life, how He's working in my life, and how He can use that, to connect people to Him. Not connect people to me, but connect people to Him.
Amen.
I like to think about it as there's a lot of women worshipers in this ministry, but there's something in each and one of us that the other one can't or doesn't have, and God uses that.
Amen.
To minister to people, to minister to just anyone, about the Word of God. So regardless of, if you think you're not good enough, if there's, 10,000 women who worship God, you're unique. God has given you something special.
It gets really easy to do that. You kind of fall into that. I don't want to call it a trap because it's not a trap, but you just kind of fall into that, like, oh, well, they do it like that, so I'm going to do it. I remember hearing a devotion by Elevation Worship. One of their staff members was talking, and he had said something that really spoke to me, and he just talked a little bit about how a lot of people want to replicate what Elevation is doing, but don't want to go through the work that Elevation had to put in to get where they're at. Not a lot of people know, but Stephen Furtick used to write, he writes songs with them, but when you think about that, it's true. A lot of us want to steal what people have, but don't want to go through what they went through. Before there was a huge Elevation, there was just two people in a room who had a vision, who said, I want it to be this. But people want to skip that process, and they just want to go for, okay, well, I just want to be at the finish line, but they don't want to run the race. Which in those challenges, it just brings out, it's like, it's like grapes. You gotta press them, right? You have to press them, and press them.
The real stuff
and that's where oil. That's where it comes. Pressing the olive, all of that. So just when you go through that, something unique and something pure comes out of your own story. Obviously, like you said, you can learn and grow from other people, but there's nothing better than being able to allow what God has given you and your journey to be pushed out. So.
Right, and for example, what I've written, I haven't recorded. So for whatever reason, that's a journey. That's a journey of itself. But I tend to sing and record songs that I call them my diary songs, because they're the ones that have carried me through. They're the ones and I tend to record those, And so someone said to me, so Maribel, so you want to sing like her? And I'm like, no, I don't want to sing like her. But I'm so glad that God used that song to minister to me, and that God used that song to carry me in the hardest times of my life. And so I am interpreting it the way that God gave me this voice and who I am. That's how I'm interpreting it. But it was those words, that song, right? And at times there's songs that have done that to me, and I haven't recorded them because I don't want to hear with no one else, not here with me. And I only hear it with her, and I love it with her, and that's that. I wouldn't change a thing. But then there's songs that I record them because, and I worship to those songs because they have ministered to me. and but it's easy to fall into, or someone may take it as in, so you're trying to copy somebody when that's not the case. And it, specifically for me, is I call them my diary songs. That's what I say that I recorded my first CD is my diary song. That's what I call it. Eternity Grateful.
Yeah, I think it's good. You know, it's just an encouragement to anybody that has any type of songwriting or anything, any vision when it comes to worship, that they would fully run with it. I'm stealing my worship director's story, but she had poured it into our team, and when we first started Free Worship, we didn't really write original songs. We didn't do any of that. That wasn't our thing. We didn't do that. So she was so adamant, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. So she travels to Australia. She meets Pastor Sam Evans, who's a part of Planet Shakers, and she asked her, what songs do you do? And she says, she asked her, do you write songs? She says, no, that's not what we do. And then she says, well, what songs do you sing? So, we sing some of your songs, and we sing some of Israel's songs, and these people and these people. And she says, well, you're willing to sing about what's happening in other churches, but not what's happening in your church, right? And she came back. She repented. I'm so sorry that I did that to you guys, because you don't think about it like that, right? There's something for everybody. There's a story for every different church.
The song says we will sing on those songs to the Lord.
Exactly. So that is something that I can encourage worship leaders in this journey. If you have something stirring in your belly, write it down. If it's a song, if it's a word, if it's a book, whatever it is, that you would write that down. And just
and one thing
don't be discouraged.
And one thing that I would share with to worship about this worship leaders or worshipers about this journey is that collaborate. I thanks to God for Shirley has offered. You said to me, Maribel, let me know, because I told you I have some things written, but I haven't written it. You know, and you're like, I help you. Thank you for that. We need to support one another. She has a lot of experience in that area, and we need to support one another. And we need to. It's not about competition. It's about collaboration.
That's right.
It's about us collaborating together, because this is not our work. I mean, it's God's. It's not ours. It's our hands, our feet, our voice. You know, our hearts, our minds. He's using all of us, but it's for His kingdom. You know?
As a church, I think. I wanted to just tap into that as well. That we are really getting into the season, and my husband and I write all the time, and so. But we didn't think okay, well, we're gonna write for the church, we're gonna write for our own ministry or whatever. But I've been telling him we need to start, releasing something to the church, and having each of our worship leaders grab onto the song and make it their own, because I really do believe that we all have a song, like Miriam had a song, Mary had a song. David had plenty of songs, and then we all have a song to release at different seasons and for different times in our lives. Some are of gratefulness, some are of anguish, and in the middle of depression and fear, that we all have different songs that need to be sung, and I love the story of the woman at the well, that Jesus flowed he was able to flow the rivers of living water into him. And then she was able to outpour that. She ran with it. She ran into her town and told everyone about it. That we need to continue. As whatever God is pouring into us, we need to take it. We need to take it to our people, take it to our families, take it to our communities, and take it to our churches, because they need to hear.
Absolutely. I think we naturally become segregated in our what we do, gospel here, Spanish here, that CCM, those things, and we're not open to that collaboration. We're not open to releasing.
We need to. We need to be open to collaboration.
I think it's a beautiful thing.
Adriana, ¿qué quisieras tú decir?
Sí, yo creo que es dejar que primero ser tú misma y dejar también hablar al Espíritu Santo a través de ti, porque a veces uno siente eso y que tienes que decirlo, pero hay algo que te detiene, o quizás el tiempo, o quizás el pastor que te está diciendo. A nosotros nos ha pasado que el pastor nos hacía así y te quedas, pues ¿qué hago? ¿Le hago caso al pastor o sigo ministrando lo que estoy sintiendo? Y muchas veces hemos tenido que parar porque ya el pastor ya se para, o sea, ya así como que agarra sus cosas y ya va a pasar a predicar. Entonces uno a veces tiene que detenerse, o también que hay gente que te comenta, deberías de hacerle así, deberías decir esto, deberías hacer aquello. Y tú a veces lo haces porque lo he hecho por complacer y para que se vea mejor visualmente, pero después dices, no, porque ya yo no estoy sintiendo nada. Yo solo lo estoy haciendo porque me están diciendo que lo hagas. Yo creo que lo mejor es hacer lo que tu corazón siente y lo que el Espíritu en ese momento te indique que tienes que hacer o decir a la congregación, porque hay alguien que va a recibir esa palabra. Entonces, por ese alguien, tú tienes que hacerlo.
Aunque sea una
Por
persona.
una persona.